Welcome once again to my channel, HiCAD Tutorials. I have right here on the screen a simple 2D geometry for beginners to practice with. And at the end of this very tutorial, you will have learned how to use these commands in AutoCAD: the circle command, the polar array command, offset command, the trim command, the rectangle command, and the join command. I'm going to reproduce this very drawing, but before then, I will have to show you how to use the circle command in your drawings. Now the circle command is located in the draw panel. So here's the draw panel, and here is the circle command. Now when you click on the tiny arrow below this icon, you will see that there are 6 different ways by which you can apply the circle command. And I'm going to show you one after the other on how to use them. Now the first here is center radius, center diameter, the 2-point circle, 3-point circle, the tan radius, and also the tan. So I'm going to show you one after the other on how to use these circle commands. Okay, so I'm going to shift this one to the left a bit and start the drawing afresh. Okay, so let's now click on the circle command. Choose the first one, which is center radius. So click on the center radius. Now when you specify the center of the circle, you can see here there is a blue banner. Now whatever value you enter in this banner represents the radius of this very circle. For instance, I'm going to enter 20. And when you double click and check, you will see that the radius here is 20 as was applied. Okay, so I'm going to clean off the circle and show you another way to do it. I'll move on to the second one. So click on the tiny arrow again, and this time choose center diameter. Now choose the center. Now again on the blue banner, whatever value that is entered represents the diameter of the very circle. In this case, let's enter 20 as well. Then check, double click. You can see that the diameter here is 20. So let's clean this again and move on to the third one. Now this is 2-point circle. And before I do this, let me draw a straight line with 2 ends. So we're going to choose this one as point A, the end as point A, and the other end as point B. Now we are going to draw a circle, a 2-point circle. Click on the 2-point circle. Then here is the first point. Click on the first point and click on the second point. So these are 2-point circle. I'm going to wipe this one off again, or clean off the circle. Then move on to the next one, which is a 3-point circle. Okay, before then, let me add another line to this very one to make it 3 points. Okay, so this is going to be our first point. This will be the second point, and this will be the third point. So now I'm going to use the 3-point circle icon to draw this. This is 3-point circle. Click on this. Now this is the first point. Click on the first point, and here the third point. You can see that the circle now touches these 3 points. That is why it is the 3-point circle. Okay, let's now move on to the next one. This is tan radius. So here we are going to draw a line. So here we're going to draw a circle that will be tangential to these 2 lines. Then specify the radius of that circle. So click on this very line, first line. Click on the second line. Now enter the radius of that circle. Let's make it 20 this time, or 30. Okay, so here is the circle. Now the circle is tangential to these two lines, here and here, and the radius here is 30. So I'm going to clean up this and move on to the next one. Now the next one is tan, tan, tan. Now to do that, I'll have to add another line to this very one. Let's add another line to this. Okay. Okay, so for the tan, 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 click on tan, tan, tan. That means I will draw a circle that will be tangential to this very line, and this line. So click on this first line, click on the second line, and click on the third line. So that's the circle. The circle, as you can see, is tangential to this line, and also tangential to this line. Okay, so that's enough for that circle. Let's now proceed with our drawing. Delete this. Right, so let's now start the drawing. First, set up the workspace. In this tutorial, we're going to use the drafting and annotation. So come up here, click on this tiny arrow, and choose drafting and annotation. Click on drafting and annotation because it is a 2D drawing. Okay, so first we're going to draw this circle. This is the biggest circle here. So the biggest circle here is 50 radius. So in this case, we're going to use the center radius circle to draw this. So click on this and choose center radius. Now choose here as the center of this very circle and enter 50, which is the radius. So that's the size of the biggest circle. Now draw another circle. Okay, now draw another circle of radius 5 at the quadrant point of this very bigger circle. So again, we are going to use the center radius command to do that. Click on center radius and locate the quadrant point of this very circle. This is the quadrant point. Click on it and enter a radius of 5. Okay, so we are going to draw another circle here, 30 units away from the center, vertically. So click on line command, track the center of this very circle, and draw a line upwards. You can see that this is moving at different angles. So click on the auto mode to keep it steady, vertically or steady. Then draw a line of 30, representing this very length. Draw a line of 30. So click on the circle command again, locate the center, and enter 15 as radius. Okay, now we are going to use the polar array command. And the polar array command is located in the modify panel. Here is the polar array, and when you click on this arrow, you click on polar array, select polar array. Now we are going to array this very circle. So select the circle and locate the center of this very circles, which is this. You can see that here I have 6 of these circles. Okay, so now I'm going to use the polar array command. So the polar array command is located in the modify panel. When you click on the tiny arrow, the array command, click on the tiny arrow here. You can now select polar array. Then click on this circle. Locate the center of the circles, which is this. Now you can see here that I have 6 of these circles. but I will only need 20. So I'm going to right click, click on items and enter 20. Then exit this command. Okay, so now I'm going to use the trim command to trim up some portions. The trim command is located also on the modify panel. So here is the trim command. Okay, so again I'm going to use the array command to also array this very circle. So click on polar array, click on this and locate the center of this very circle, which is here, and enter. So here I have 6. I exit this command. Okay, and now I'm going to draw these curves. I'm going to draw this one. So with the circle command again, locate the center of this very circle and move to the geometric center of this very one. Draw a circle. Now I will either use the offset command to draw this or draw yet another circle to terminate at the quadrant point of the circle as well. So I click on the circle command, which here at the center, draw a circle again and terminate it here. That's the first method. The second method is also to use the offset command, that is, draw a circle here and terminate at the quadrant point of this. Then use the offset command. The offset command is located in the draw panel. Click on offset and I'll set this by 6. Since this is radius is 3, I'll set by 6 and I'll set the circle. That's another method to do that. So next I'm going to use the trim command as well to begin to do some trimming. So come over here, use the trim command, trim up this, trim this up, and trim this up. Then trim this, trim this. Trim this, also trim this. Okay, so here is it. Now the next is to create this keyway. So draw a rectangle. To create a keyway, use a rectangle. So come over here, click on this and choose a rectangle. Draw a rectangle. You can see here that I have 2 banners, one at the bottom and one at the right of this very rectangle. So below I will enter a value of 4 on the blue background. Then click on the tab key and enter 8 on the right. Okay, so this is our rectangle now. I'm going to move it now. Click on the move command and move it from the geometric center, which is this, and drop it on the quadrant point of this very circle. Right. Now use the trim command again. You click on the trim command and clean up this, and this. So you can see that this geometry now is complete. Now use the join command now to join all the curves and the broken lines here. So come over to the modify panel and click on join, then highlight the whole of this and enter. So here's the drawing now completed. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more my tutorials.